Train drivers in the Aslef union have begun a week of rolling strikes today, starting on the East Midlands and London North Eastern railways. They're also taking part in a week-long overtime ban. Natalia Hoquera is at one of London's biggest stations for us. Natalia, more travel chaos. Is there an end in sight?
We're here again, another December in the lead up to Christmas, with more strikes on the horizon as members of Aslef union voted overwhelmingly to continue strikes for another 6 months. Now, a ban on overtime came into force yesterday and will last until December the 9th. But train drivers are also staging a rolling programme of one-day walkouts between today and next Friday, with different train companies affected each day. But this has been going on for over 18 months now. And earlier I spoke to the General Secretary of Aslef, Mick Whelan, who says he's in it for the long haul.
I think it'll get worse. I mean, quite honest with you, they brought in forced labour into the UK. After 2,000 years of civilisation, we now are going to force people not to strike. And I think once that legislation actually is enacted, the only way you have the same amount of impact will be quite naturally there'll be further strikes and longer strikes and more often.
But this action has been called avoidable as members of the RMT union struck a deal with rail bosses just earlier this week. Now, the rail minister said that the latest deal hasn't even been put to members of Aslef. Now, this would equate to an average salary of £65,000 a year for 35 hours a week, 4 days a week. But Mick Whelan says that this isn't enough to counter record levels of inflation.
What about passengers this weekend then? How are they affected?
Well, passengers will be affected if they're travelling on the East Midlands Railway or LNER lines, because rail drivers are walking out. But tomorrow there will also be walkouts from another 4 companies. So as always, if you are planning to travel on affected days, well, make sure you check ahead of schedule before leaving.